Okay, welcome to week 5, the final vlog. So this week we talked about self-leadership and emotional intelligence. What what knowledge did I gain about myself this week? I learned that my time wasters are not necessarily related to what I actually spend my time doing, but how I do things. So for example, my perfectionistic qualities can cause me to overanalyze things and spend way too much time on tasks that don't necessarily require that. Or sometimes I'll kind of go off on tangents with assignments or with patients or with readings or where I just kind of go down a rabbit hole and I just want to consume everything about it. And it's not necessarily relevant for me in terms of getting the task done, right, or doing it any better. So what did I already know about myself based on these readings and activities? Well, I have completed a similar time audit exercise before to help me better manage my time because I have always historically been terrible at time management. Although I think that's one thing I've recognized about all of this too is that I'm actually pretty darn good at it now, like maybe because I've thought about it so much. Anyway, I do think that time audit is an effective tool to periodically complete to help me reduce any wasted time and just make sure that I'm spending time on tasks that that really light my fire, as Connors would say, or that actually motivate me to be my most authentic self. So spending time on tasks that are truly the most important when time is such a precious commodity right now in my life. And then what tangible ways will my leadership be redefined or defined based on the knowledge I learned this week? I think continuing to include more people in my life, whether it's delegating tasks or activities at work or at home. And I also think including more people to laugh and have fun with, or just to share and connect with, will help me to stop operating like I'm on an island, and therefore it will help me to maximize my emotional intelligence. So, what am I lacking? A community, a fun and positive attitude. I always think I think I always imagine that that I'm a pretty positive person, and I know I'm fun. Um, I think I'm hilarious, but um, when I actually reflect on my day, I guess I think I see a lot of negativity. So I think I need to be honest with myself about that. That I could have more fun and I could laugh more and I could be more positive. What professional development opportunities exist? Okay, this is tough for uh, thinking about fun, positivity, and community related to professional development. I mean, for me, I'm thinking, well, okay, I could spend time in social media groups for women's health and professional association events and meetings, but I'm already kind of doing those things. I think if that's not really tapping into my fun and positive communities, local community side, then I probably need to be doing more creative things, creative type outlets. So I used to belong to a book club, for example, in my old community, and that was a great way to meet other people outside of my OT world. That helped me, I think, to be a little more creative and connect. So maybe a book club, right? Maybe I need to spend more time on wine and canvas nights with friends. Do something I've always wanted to do, like take an improv class or go to storytelling readings or take a film class or a pottery class. I don't know, something like that. Things that are maybe more creative and fun so that I can cultivate that sense of humor, not take myself so seriously. And I think if I do that, like Connor said in this week's readings, I think that type of engagement will help spark my motivation and passion. Not that it's fizzling right now, but I could see how, and it has in the past, led me to burnout if I'm not having enough fun and connection. So to be successful, who do I need to join my journey? I already kind of said I need friends. All of my besties live about an hour and a half away, like people that I've known and stayed friends with since high school. I have like a small core set of friends, right? But I think I have to stop relying on that for all of my friendships, um, because they're busy with their own family and lives, and we just don't get to see each other and connect as much. And I need more of that connection. So I do have two local friends since we moved here in 2019, which is a little embarrassing because that's not much. But this is even worse. One actually moved away recently. So, and the other one is my kid's mom. And she has a lot of her own friends and works full time. So, kind of lacking in the friendo department. Um, so, maybe those creative outlets or creative outings, if I could find some time to schedule those, might also open up a window to some new friendships. Who knows? So, what is my timeline for growth? And I need to explain my steps to get there. So, what I did was I basically looked and reflected over my past 5 vlogs, not blogs, and I developed 3 SMART goals related to my findings from each of those. So, first goal is I want to establish and stick to a routine, a daily routine, by approaching like 3 to 5 priorities in a clear plan, with a schedule for how much time those priorities are going to take me to complete, or not even to complete, just to work on for the day. So that way I could communicate to my team members, whether it's my colleagues, my husband, whoever, about the support that I need. Okay, I can't really communicate my boundaries, my limits, my expectations if I don't really understand them. So I feel like this is a good way for me to understand those 3 key things and then be able to communicate effectively to the people that can help support me. So my SMART goal is I'm going to make a daily routine that includes specific amount of time that I will spend on each of my 3 to 5 priorities for that day in order to be clear my expectations of others, my limitations, and my boundaries. And I'm going to do that for the next at least 4 weeks. My plan is to do it through the end of October. Next SMART goal is a gratitude journal, which I found some instructions through the Greater Good, through Berkeley. If you've not heard of it, really excellent. And I'm going to write each day, I'm going to write 5 events, experiences, people, or things that fostered my gratitude for the day. 5 might be kind of high, but I'm going to shoot for that, see how it lands. But doing this is going to help me to reflect on what practices and activities bring me joy and real comfort in my day. So it could be something as simple as like a yummy snack or, I don't know, a sweet interaction with my kid or something. I'm going to do that every day for at least the next 4 weeks, planning to do that through October. Last goal is I'm going to devote some attention to at least one of my colleagues. And actually, I think I'm going to expand that to just one person. So let me just read you the SMART goal here. I'm going to participate in a meaningful conversation or interaction with one person. It could be a colleague, a neighbor, a stranger at the store. I'm going to do that every day so that I can seek out connection and belonging at my work, at the hospital, or just in my local community. Again, I'm going to do that every day through the month of October, so at least for the next 4 weeks. So how I'm going to do that, how will I get there? So I already wrote the goals out. I made them measurable. Now I'm just going to write them down as part of my routine, or post them in a place where I can see them to remember to do them. And then I'm going to track them every day on my phone through the month of October. So I just need to put on my calendar when I'm going to do that tracking, and then that will remind me to do these goals. I think that's it. It's been fun. Thanks for listening. Bye.